How's it going, Critter Family? I hope you all are doing well. Welcome back to Floor Gang, a reference from PewDiePie. We are on the floor because I rearranged my room and I'm waiting to get a desk in for my computer. So if you haven't seen the other two videos where I talked about this, then this is why. I'm recording all these videos in one day, so I'm not on the floor for a long time. My desk comes in tomorrow. Oh, sorry, I already said that. Anyway, today we're going over a video. I think it might have been sent in to me, or I might have just seen it in passing, from Joel Beckman, Beckman's Dog Training. It's a short that says, "Discipline is more important than treats. Use treats, then fade them out very quickly." The way this man uses treats is trickery, actual bribery. He doesn't know how to use treats, even though he's always happy and claims he worked for SeaWorld. Because with then, you know, the animal was starved and beaten and forced to perform for their daily food. So anyway, that's a whole other soapbox. We're going to get into this. If you want to see the original before I go pausing it a bunch, then this is it. Beckman Dog Training. You go into his shorts and you can look up discipline is more important than treats, blah, blah, blah. That's in his description anyway. But, so yeah, so without further ado, we're going to watch it.
So he's focused on treats. He says, I did a sit. Or he says, your hand went in the treat bag, which I'm putting the treat bag in. He goes, where's my treat?
I also saw, this is the second pop he made. I'm going to try and let this play as much as I can, but, you know, he already did a pop as he's putting the treat away, and then he's doing a second pop with longer leash so he has more leverage. This man is so confusing.
This is that hand. Then he looks at the other hand. He goes,
why is he continuing to pop him?
where's the treat in that hand? No, there's no treats. We're done with the treats.
Then why did you trick him?
For everything. That's not life. There's no situation in your life where you reinforce something for every small behavior. Then there's the hold back in him. Because of that kind of hardcore, you don't just get to fly to the dog that's 10 feet away from you.
I agree with that, but you don't need to be abusive the way he is. You don't ever use a halty or a head halter, really anything, but especially not one of these, the way Beckman does, because it's very dangerous. You can cause injury to your dog, you can kill your dog, you can break their neck, you can pull muscles, you can separate vertebrae. I do not ever recommend doing the product itself says do not jerk or pop. Do not leave it on the animal unsupervised. I don't ever recommend teaching a dog in any tool like this, especially not the way Beckman does. You don't correct with it.
That correction and that turn and that discipline, you saw the hold back.
Lip lick.
It is very hard to
lip lick.
Ouch!
Why did he correct him from trying to go away from Prince? He's forcing him to see. The dog is trying to hold themselves back, right? So when the dog tries to avoid it, to be more control, have more self-control, possibly, or they got distracted, he not only redirects them, but he pops them and corrects them. He pops them, he corrects them, turns them, forces them to go into Prince so he can correct again. He is like basically BDSM. Instead of BD training, it should be BDSM, because I swear he gets off on correcting animals. It's this power, it's this control. It's this egomaniac. He is so over-controlling and confusing that no one can read his mind. There's no right answer. No matter what you do, he's still going to find something to correct about. You can't teach a Labrador? Dude, you got problems. You need to go to school, first of all. If you've already been to school, then go back to school. In modern times. This is absolutely, I mean, it's laughable. And the fact that he says, no more treats, now back to, I was the nice guy for 2 seconds, and then I lost my patience, and now now it's my right, or my entitlement, or my, now it's my excuse to start correcting and popping. The treats before did nothing, and his timing sucks, as far as treats go. That was it. I mean, we'll go through one more time.
He says, I did a sit. Or he says, your hand went in the treat bag, which I'm putting the treat bag in.
Why are you putting the treat back?
That hand. Then he looks at the other hand. He goes,
that's just trickery, like Tom Davis.
Where's the treat in that hand? No, there's no treats. We're done with the treats.
So now it's his excuse to go straight into straight punishment. It shows his ignorance. His ignorance, when ignorance screams, intelligence is silent. I'm not saying I'm intelligent because I'm talking the whole time, but
There's no situation in your life where you reinforce something for every small behavior.
there certainly can be in a dog's life because we control everything in the dog's life. I mean, even people can get a happy drink or a happy treat or whatever. You know, you can go to Starbucks and get a little happy thing to reinforce your behavior. Why can't we do that for the dog, which we control every aspect of their living, waking life?
To hold back in him. Because of that kind of hard.
So he will only ever hold back. I know I said I was going to play it through, but he only held back because he saw Beckman threatening to correct. Without this, without the threat, this behavior isn't going to last long. That's the fault of this type of training, is that you have to have the threat of correction. Or if there's another draw, say Prince in this case, some kind of stimuli that's so overstimulating, you have to have an even harsher correction to stop that behavior when you're fighting against a draw that your dog has.
Or you don't just get to fly to the dog that's 10 feet away from you. That correction.
Are you okay, baby girl?
And that discipline, you saw
Ellie was scratching. She almost fell off she's on the windowsill behind you.
to hold back in him.
Behind the camera.
Very hard to get in this particular dog. And
Ouch.
Prince because he walked up confident. So he's focused on treat.
He gets corrected trying to go away from Prince. Very harsh. This guy is just an idiot. I've said it many times before. I will continue to say it until he changes his ways, in which he doesn't ever have to change his ways. Certainly not because I said so, but he's dangerous, in my opinion. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. He may not use prong collars, but this, in my opinion, is far more dangerous than any prong collar correction. I mean, just about. I mean, you could hang a dog in a prong collar. That's very, very dangerous, but I'm not saying do any of that, obviously. But this is far more damaging, I believe, than any pop. Just about any pop from prong collar. I'm not saying prong collars are better. I'm not saying go use a prong collar. Neither of them are necessary. Does this get results? Sure. But at what cost? For how long? Is it necessary? I don't know, you tell me. So that was it. So that does it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Again, if you like him and want to support him, here's your stuff right here. You can go watch the original video. Thanks for watching. Go say howdy do to your little critters. Give them some kind of loving they appreciate. And until next time, practice peace, patience, and positivity.